Hey, this is Notser, and we're taking a look at the Tier 8 German cruiser Admiral Hipper. We're on the map Warrior's Path, and this is the 7.4 variant of the Hipper. In 7.4, the guns reload at a rate of 11.5 seconds instead of 13, which was previously the best it could be, and it really felt like the rate of fire was pretty lackluster. And they also buffed the rudder. The rudder now has a shift time of 9.2 seconds versus 10.7, so it has better DPM and it's a little bit more nimble, so it can avoid torpedoes, incoming rounds. It's a good change. Couple this with the Prince Eugen, who got the heal. I think both variants are definitely unique and worth the ownership versus the previous variants. They were just carbon copies of each other. I mean, they were quite literally exactly the same ship. On the western side, I get to engage an enemy Gneiser now and set a fire to him, put it out, gonna try again. I've always had really great success with my Hipper. Just want to throw that out there, and we get another fire. It's a very accurate platform, and for whatever reason, people don't fire at the Hipper or the Eugen. I just don't know what it is about the Germans. Maybe they feel like, I can't get those massive citadels. They have a little bit tougher armor. I'm not even going to waste my time. I don't know what it is, but I always find myself being able to do stuff in my cruisers for the Germans that I just can't do in other ships. And I was pretty excited about this rate of fire. It felt pretty good. Yeah, it's not going to blow the doors off, but it's an improvement, right? And every little bit of improvement is going to make the ship more competitive and more enjoyable to play, and I like that. I've always enjoyed my Germans. I've been one of those people that felt like, yeah, you know, the Hipper, yeah, the rate of fire is kind of bad, but accuracy is pretty good. So I wasn't disappointed in it. I would have appreciated it, and I do appreciate the buff that they gave it. So team captures A point, captures B point. Clearly the primary flank of the enemy is C point, and I'm going to try and punish the broadside of either the Charles or the enemy Monarch. And they sort of punish me too, put the fire out. Of course, I'm not going to let the fire burn. I don't care that I'm a cruiser. And I'm going to try and disengage and keep the island in between myself and most of the enemy. Enemy Monarch is really burning. He's got 3 fires on him. Not the best situation for him. And we're doing okay. Now, 7.4 also introduced a couple changes to the way the game sort of draws the ships, you might notice. There is a bug right now that the minimap will show a player is visible to someone, but outside of your range. It's just a bug in its display. It should be displaying last known position, but it's not. It's really weird. So just be aware of that. Also, the smokestacks will sync up with the ship itself, and they'll basically come into existence at the exact same moment versus previous versions. I don't know if this is the final version of the rendering system. I haven't noticed anything other than that weird quirky minimap issue that has made me go, this was a bad change. So once they fix the bug related to displaying the minimap, I think I'll be 100% satisfied with the changes. And I'm very satisfied that my team is spotting the enemies behind the island. They can't see me until just now. And that would tell me that the enemy destroyer is the one that was spotting me whenever I bloomed out, and he went into a smoke. Well, moved into range of other cruisers, other battleships. Gotta be careful. I'm a little bit far forward. I wanted to punish the Edinburgh, but he is very aware that he needs to keep the island in between his ship and literally everyone else, or he's going to take a ton of damage. But I can wait. I'm patient. While all this is going on, I'm keeping the guns hot. The shorter the reload, the more emphasis is on the player to take advantage of that reload. So, yeah, you're going to have to fire your guns more often. Otherwise, the improvement is meaningless. And I was able to avoid that just in the nick of time. I really am a little bit too far forward considering the threat that the enemies pose, but I just wanted to see how much I could push it. This does not have the heal, And that's going to be a turnoff to anyone who looks at the Prince and goes, well, yeah, that seems like a really great improvement. Tier 8 cruiser with a heal. We know how the Atago, speaking of heal, works out. Yeah, I think the Prince got the better end of the deal, just because it allows you to be more aggressive and take more damage for your team. I don't know that it's terrible what they gave the Hipper. I just know that heals are great. And the enemy aircraft carrier looks like he wants to try something. I'm going to try my best to angle away. Since I have the enemy torpedo bomber, I'm not going to put the fire out. I'm going to wait until either the torpedoes have been dropped or we kill off all the aircraft. And I'm still maneuvering while all this is going on. We take out one, we take out two. He doesn't get the torpedo, and then immediately I use my damage control. And the enemy Alsace just out in the open. There is a threat that there are... Oh, of course, Izamo. Izamo, don't you dare touch me. I don't know. Was that the Izamo? I think it was the Edinburgh. Regardless, he's showing a perfect broadside. I'm going to fire at the waterline. I do have HE loaded. I switched to AP. Hoping to maybe get a little bit of damage on him, but he's going to move behind the island, and I'm not going to have the velocity to engage him. And I was afraid of the enemy destroyer. Because the DD is unspotted, he could be literally anywhere. But I'm still keeping up the fire, looking for targets, setting fires. I don't really have an impressive commander for my Hipper. Ooh, friendly Richelieu took that guy out. I don't have demolition expert. I don't have advanced firing training, manual AA. I don't have anything that I could enhance. I just have a basic build and seeing how it works out. Looks like the enemy DD is right on top of his friendly battleship. Maybe he was trying to give him some smoke. I switched to AP because the battleship is broadside, and if we get lucky, we could get some pretty good broadside AP damage. Ooh, speaking of luck, I found the citadel of that battleship. I did not expect to find the citadel of that battleship, but I'll take it. And I just had a bad feeling about possible torpedoes. I used it. Clearly the enemy DD is way outside of the range. It was instantaneous. I used the ability. He showed up. Just the way it works out. Regardless, I'm going to try and finish off the enemy battleship. He's on fire. He's going to burn. Aiming for that superstructure. I just love the accuracy of the Germans. The shells go exactly where I want them to go. The angle of fire is usable. I've never had issue with the Hipper. It's just straight buff for me. And I think my win rate in the Hipper is like, I want to say 75%. It's a solid ship. And it sent that enemy battleship to the bottom. And oh, hello there, enemy battleship. Monarch trying to hide. Oh, wouldn't it be terrible if we set him on fire? He immediately puts the fire out. He's going to be immune to fires until basically I don't have line of sight on him. But HE does the job. We get more than enough on the target, and the enemy actually runs into his friendly. So he's stuck broadside on, and I just want to kill him, just take him out. We've got the enemy Edinburgh, who's going to be showing a ton of side. I was preempting the AP. I was like, yes, finally, I can fire on his broadside. Never mind, I can't do that at all. Just the way it goes. But clearly, we helped our team win, contributed a significant amount. I was pretty confident in the rudder, pretty confident in the guns. Rate of fire felt good. Could easily have done more damage if I would have been more proactive and hit shots, you know. But 90,000, that's not too bad. In a tier 9 game, not tier 10, tier 9 game, pretty average. And yeah, was never in position to use my torpedoes. And this is the one part of the Hipper that it's not going to encourage aggressive torpedo play like the Prince Eugen. The Eugen will have the ability to recover. This cannot. This will probably end up playing a little bit further back than the Eugen. If that's not as attractive, then obviously you didn't get what you were looking for, right? But if you're someone who has both of them, there's value in owning both. And I think that's the most important thing that they did in response to the player feedback, community contributors, everyone saying, you know what? They're the exact same ship. There needs to be more uniqueness between them. Yes, I know one's premium, one's not, but still, you could have the premium camouflage and have the same experience. So I'm really happy with 7.4 and the German cruisers. I feel like, boy, they're really scary. Huge value, great to pick up, and I think we got the broadside. Oh yeah, accurate guns. So the Admiral Hipper worked out, able to get a couple kills. I think I got 3 kills actually. Yes, almost 100,000. Very happy. Captured almost 2,000 base XP. Not gonna complain. Hope you enjoyed seeing this rate of fire buffed Admiral Hipper. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time.